the stream. My name is Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk, and I'll be live on the radio in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. This is it. I mean, we got like 3 weeks until America is going to decide on the greatest president ever, our favorite president, Donald Trump, or Willie Brown's girlfriend. And on the show today, I'm going to drop something really big. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I got something really big that I'm going to drop on the program this morning on the next stream that sums it all up. And of course, I'm going to talk a lot about this disaster Kamala had on Univision last night. Her Univision town hall was just a dominoes of disaster is what it was. And that was the worst. You know, I mean, the questions were brutal for her, and then she got caught using a teleprompter at a town hall. How the freak does that happen? But it was just a complete disaster for Kamala Harris. But that's what happens when you get in, not on your merit, but because of sugar daddies, I guess. I mean, you know, it was pretty brutal. So we're going to cover that a lot. Our phones are back, too, because all the electricity seems to have been restored in this area that was knocked out from the hurricane. We're going to have great Trump events this week. You know, this rally that Trump is doing in Aurora, Colorado, really is a rally to save Aurora, Colorado, because it's been taken over by these Venezuelan prison gangs. And that's a beautiful thing. And he's got these great messages for these different states that, you know, would typically be Democrat. In Colorado, we're going to save you from the Venezuelan prison gangs. I mean, as big as that story is nationally, it's got to even be bigger locally in Colorado. And he's also going to be in Nevada, where what percentage of the population in Nevada is part of the tip economy? No taxes on tips. Who could be against that? Right? It's just beautiful what Trump's doing. This is just a great, great time. This is the most exciting presidential election I think that we've ever had in my lifetime. I mean, this is the best. You know, so we got a lot to cover. You know, and this thing I wanted to talk a little bit. If you're new to my channel, by the way, subscribe, okay? I want to talk a little bit about this Gretchen Whitmer Holy Communion thing with the Dorito. The latest Real Clear Politics polling, I talked about this yesterday, but the last Real Clear Politics polling gives Michigan to President Trump. And then Gretchen Whitmer, who's a sociopath, psychopath, just a complete nutbag. She's always trying to be cool and hip. She's a weird woman. She's got the same accent and voice as Sarah Palin. She wears way too much makeup. I mean, you know, perfect makeup for Halloween. And she's always trying to be a hipster instead of this dorky nerd that she is. And this Dorito communion thing, I guess it's some TikTok trend or something. I don't know. But here's the thing. You know, I'm Catholic, and about 20% of Michigan is Catholic too. You know, Catholicism is not a denomination. It's just Christianity, right? Baptist, Episcopal, all that, Presbyterian, those are denominations. Then there's non-denominational churches. The Catholic Church is not a denomination. But if it were a denomination, Catholics would be the largest denomination in America. So there's a lot of us Catholics. A lot of people that are Catholic, and I'm very religious. I just don't talk about it that much because I don't like to make, you know, religion part of the politics in the way that some people do. But anyway, a lot of Catholics are pretty pissed off about that Gretchen Whitmer Dorito thing. And what non-Catholics don't know is when Catholics go to church, it's Mass, right? The whole Mass is about the communion. It's the celebration of the communion. The whole thing is about communion. It's a big deal. And, you know, a lot of people that aren't Catholic might think this is nuts, but when you take Holy Communion, that is the body and the blood of Christ. It is. It's not wine in a wafer. People think it's wine in a wafer. It is the actual body and the blood of Christ. It's transformed through the miracle of Jesus into that for Holy Communion. And Catholic churches, no, it is not. It is literal. It's not symbolic. It is literally the church believes that it is the body and the blood of Jesus. It is not symbolic. It is the real thing. And you know that table that you see the priest in Mass. You ever see Mass on TV? You know, that's the table that you would sit and have the Last Supper. So anyway, the church, all Catholic churches, have so many rules to the body and the blood of Christ. It can't be thrown away. It can't be washed down the drain. As an example, if the wine is not all used up, the priest have to finish it off. The body cannot be disposed of down a drain or any of this stuff. It's a big deal to do this. So the level of, regardless of whether you believe it or not, I mean, I'm Catholic. I'm a believer. There are more Catholics in this country than people realize. As I said, if the Catholic Church were a denomination, it's not a denomination. It's Christianity. It's the church. But if it were, it'd be the largest denomination in America. People are so offended by that, and more will be as it goes viral. And that is not good. That is not good, not just in Michigan, but around the country. Also, you know, I don't get offended by I think Gretchen Whitmer is too insane and stupid to offend me. I'm not offended by it. Because I know a lot of people say that she's demonic and all of that. Maybe she is, but here's the thing: there's some things you don't do because they're just so offensive to someone's religion. And what Gretchen Whitmer did with that Dorito crap that she pulled and thinks she's so cool and hip, she's just a nerd. I mean, you know, she was probably in band in high school, right? Or in the math club or something. She should be in the lunatic asylum is where she should be with AOC and Gavin Newsom because they're all nuts. You could see it in the eye. She's crazy, just like Gavin Newsom and AOC and a lot of other Democrats too, not just those guys. But it really shows how out of touch Gretchen Whitmer and the Democrats are with regular, normal people. You know, it's a mockery of Christianity, not just Catholics, but of Christianity. She's mocking Christianity. And I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember the Last Temptation of Christ controversy with that movie with William Dafoe. This is at that level and then some. It's a big deal what Gretchen Whitmer did. And what impact it'll have now, 3 weeks away, pretty much everyone's mind's made up at this point. But Gretchen Whitmer is one of those lunatics that thinks she has a future and could be president. And in 4 years, when the Democrats are looking for a candidate, because we're going to have the sitting president, Donald Trump, and he'll be term limited out, so we'll probably be J.D. Vance, we'll see. But Gretchen Whitmer is planning on running for president in the primaries in 4 years, and this is going to come back to bite her in her cellulite. No doubt about it. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. My name is Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. I will be on the radio in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm just here at the radio station, just got set up. And it's going to be an exciting day because I got a lot to cover. I'm going to probably start with the Univision disaster. And then move on to some other things. I might cover some of the polls I went over yesterday because it was the day after the hurricane. A lot of people may have missed that, so those are pretty good, you know. Mr. Martinez, you're completely wrong. Why I don't understand why so many Christians attack Catholics. I'm not attacking Protestants. I mean, we all believe in Jesus, and that's what's very, very important. So you shouldn't be bashing other Christians, right? Give me a break. If Catholicism isn't for you, I'm sorry. That's okay. You be you. I wasn't born into being Catholic. My wife and I, about 15 years ago, converted to Catholicism. So people have bad experiences. I get it. You can have bad experiences at any church. There's always scandals. Yeah, I'm glad our phones are back working today. That's good, and I'm excited. But the part of up in Central Florida and on the Gulf Coast, just brutal. Even here in this neighborhood, there's a lot of tornado damage. But yeah. So we got a lot to cover today, and I'm really excited about Trump and Aurora this weekend. That's going to be a big one. Trump and Aurora. That's is that one today or tomorrow? Aurora. I'd forgotten. Let me look. Usually, I watch them all on Right Side. Where do you guys watch the Trump rallies? I watch them on Right Side Broadcasting here on YouTube. Let's see. Aurora's today. And tonight is Reno. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm live streaming. Just so you always got to tell people live stream. You never know what people are going to say. But the phones are working, good. Which is good.
So we got it done. They didn't get it done right away when I got in, so I'm glad it.
No, I know. I'm glad. Did you lose power at your house?
No.
Oh,
good enough. It was good. At least since I was home, maybe after, but I don't think so.
Cool. We're all set. Make sure this. Yeah, we'll be live in less than 10 minutes. Let me make sure I got this set up. Oh yeah, Kamala got destroyed in the Univision town hall. Just was destroyed in that town hall on Univision. Oh yeah, and today is open phones. Every Friday it's open phones. You can call in about any and everything on your mind. So we call it Open MAGA Mike Friday. Yeah, well, Mike works 2 jobs. So he has another job that starts in the afternoon. He works till the evening. He goes to work like 3 or 4 in the afternoon at his other job. Gets off here around 10. And then almost comes straight from that job to this one. So that will... that'll make you tired. Yeah. But it looks like they're expanding his role here at the radio station, so maybe he could just work 1 job. I worked 2 jobs for a long time when I was working in radio. Plus I got like so many different things going on now even. You're going to be traveling today. Good for you. This weekend, yeah, the rally today in Aurora, I'm excited about both of them. The Aurora rally, I hope he gets a lot into the Venezuelan gangs. That'd be beautiful. and show the videos of the Venezuelan gangs in the apartment building on the screens. I'd love to hear that Aurora, Colorado's audience at the rallies response to the Venezuelan gang video, wouldn't you? The other is in Reno, which I hope has a lot to do with the no tax on tips. Let's see. Oh, Mike's back to doing the weather. Good. The other board op was trying to take his weather job from him. Now, if you, I'm going to have to run because I gotta be on the air in a couple minutes. But if you're new, subscribe to my channel. And everyone who is already subscribed, do me the favor of liking the video if you don't mind. All right. The other stream is already up. It's got Kamala in there. It's Kamala's Univision disaster is the thumbnail. So jump over there. I'm going to start that stream in just a couple minutes. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in a couple minutes on the next stream.